What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of One Man Dark Man Podcast. This is, of course, your host, good old Dirt Griggity. Thank you guys for joining me. I see the chat is already TTS, and I love it. Thank you guys for joining me. We have a few things to talk about. We have to ask the question: is PlayStation doomed? And I see some people in the chat says, no, it's not doomed, it's dead. They're not dead. But we're going to talk about some of their issues right now because they are having issues, regardless of what some PlayStation fanboys are saying on social media. PlayStation is definitely having some issues right now. But yeah, thank you for joining me. What's up, everybody? What's up, Frashina? What's up, everybody? Tony Brown says, Doom Flint Dog. Yes, what's up, brother? Thanks to Flint Dog for he actually sent me a clip of JayTech. I will play that on this show today because this guy is tripping. Like I said, PlayStation is having issues. Xbox is looking very, very strong right now. And that's great for me personally because I was out there rooting for Xbox when they weren't looking so strong. And now they're looking very strong. And, I like to talk shit about it. Do his voice. I'll do it later. Don't worry about that one trick pony. So yeah, like I said, guys, thanks for joining me. We got so much to talk about, man. Another episode of good old One Man Dark Man. All right, so let me get these couple super chats so we can get started. Adidas20 with the 20. Perfect year for Xbox. Ponies and pony bots. I'm passing out fat baby bottles when you start crying. You know they're gonna start crying, bro. That's all they do is cry. Cry. Joey Kraken, my homie, member for 29 months. Dirt is late. He's pushing the sun away. Joey, don't start it. Don't start. All right, y'all. Let's Julio, is it Tom or Thom? I'm sorry, I think it's Tom with the 5. Definitely not doomed. Xbox survived as number 3 for some time, but they're about to be humble, and I'm there for it. Yeah, they're not, dead or doomed, but they're having issues. But that's why I put a question mark at the end of it. Is PlayStation doomed? What's up, Miss K's TV? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So look, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. Let me get some apple juice. Jay Remember says, these PlayStation fans are down bad. F them, though. Yeah, they ain't feel bad for us when they was out there talking that shit, did they? All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, man, because I ain't gonna be here long. I don't know how people like MBG does 5-hour podcasts by himself, man. That is a man that loves the sound of his own voice. Damn, he loves to talk. How could you do a 5-hour podcast by yourself? Goodness. J-Rock, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good old J-Rock, man. That's the homie. J-Rock is a menace in them streets. He's a menace. Shout out to J-Rock, man. Post, what's up, brother? Is that the homie? That's the homie Post. What's up, y'all? Let's go ahead and get into this shit. We got the homies in here. I don't know how long y'all gonna be around, but let's go ahead and get this shit started. Drawn TJ with the 2. Sony screws up as much as Biden does. Good old Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe. Boss Red 77 with the 10. You talking to a casual gamer when you get done talking about all the moves your Xbox made this year, and they talk about console sales. I'm sorry, boy. I know you abbreviated stuff up. That we are talking about games, not how casuals love casual consoles. Oh, okay, I got you, bro. Yeah, casuals love the PS5, and that's fine. That's good for them. The Black Viking, what's up, bro? You another menace out there on Twitter, man. Ooh, y'all been beating them ponies' legs in, and I love it. I'm here for all of it. I want you to continue to doing what you, J-Rock, the Black Viking, who's that? Boss Sean, After Boss, Astel, Andrea, Peter, Ovia, all of y'all, continue beating them ponies' legs in. Post up out there talking shit. I love it. Don't stop, y'all. because they deserve this. They deserve everything. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Do my timestamp. Let's start 6:20. All right, let me pull up my screen because we have to talk about what's going on at PlayStation. Now, I know this is a couple days old now, but we got to talk about it on Darkman. Bungie laid off 8% of their staff on Monday, which is around 100 people. 2 weeks ago, staff were told they were projected to miss revenue targets by 45%. 45%. I said this on Addict Show. Imagine your job didn't give you 45% of your check. How pissed off would you be? I would be extremely pissed off. So they're projected to miss targets, revenue targets, up to 45%. Now, remember, guys, when Xbox dropped, when Bethesda dropped Redfall, that was 100% Xbox fault. That was 100% Xbox fault. Remember? They would say, yo, that's Phil Spencer fault. That's Xbox fault. They should fire Phil Spencer. People, they was talking so much shit about Redfall. When Redfall was 30 FPS up, that's Phil Spencer fault. I thought this is 12 teraflops, the most powerful console of all time. They should fire Phil Spencer. I know y'all remember that shit because I do. I remember it vividly. CMA blocked the deal. Oh, that's Phil Spencer's fault too. That's his fault for trying to buy ABK. He needs to be fired. And Phil Spencer actually acknowledged that. Yeah, I saw a lot of fire Phil Spencer memes on that Kind of Funny interview. He said it. He said it. I saw a bunch of fire Phil Spencer memes out there. So, Bungie has been with PlayStation about, a year and a half now? And all of this stuff is happening. All of these layoffs. Now, obviously, Bungie isn't the only studio that's being laid off. They're laying off a ton of people at different studios. But all of a sudden, when it comes to Bungie, this is all Bungie, not PlayStation. Get that shit out of here. Nah. Hell nah. Y'all ain't about to do that. Y'all ain't about to say this is all Bungie. Now, I'm sure Bungie is doing it. Bungie is, making decisions, but guess where those decisions are coming from? They missed their revenue target by 45%. That's a lot, y'all. Tanga, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Shout out to you. The homie post up with the 5. They're going to hold on to them console sales until they can't no more. Revenue up, operating income down. Oh, I'm going to talk about that post because I have receipts. These guys cannot stop talking about console sales. That's all they have. So when we talk about what's going on with PlayStation, I think we have to ask that question. I'm not saying PlayStation is dead. Excuse me. I'm not saying they can't recover. I'm not saying they can't fix the issues that they're having. I'm saying that they're having issues. Some of these dudes refuse to acknowledge the issues that PlayStation is having. Now, we talked about Bungie. Let me share. Hold on. Let me go to another one. One of my bookmarks. Where is it at? Share my screen. Now, this one. This is another studio that PlayStation bought recently. I think they bought Firesprite when? 2021, maybe? Let me roll this up a little bit. 2021, maybe? Crisis in PlayStation Studios. The newly acquired studio Firesprite is also in trouble. Through comments on Glassdoor News and LinkedIn, there are quite negative things about the current state of the study. Management since Sony took over is terrible. The acquisition of Sony has negatively affected many departments. Since the acquisition, they have lost over 100 employees, and Firesprite culture has been dismantled piece by piece. Sony implemented a hiring pause and caused many employees to suffer complete burnout. The founders abandoned ship after getting their golden parachutes. So the founders got their money, they gone. They got their money, said, yo, peace out. Projects that are understaffed and often poorly managed. Project is in development hell. Development hell, you son of a bitch. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. Chaotic production in almost all projects. So as you guys see, P. Ellis, the former Naughty Dog developer who went to Firesprite to work as the game director for their narrative horror game, left Firesprite this month. Doesn't sound good at all. Listen, y'all. This isn't some Xbot Dirt Griggity making up shit. I'm not just up here making up stuff about PlayStation internal studios. Firesprite, Bungie, Media Molecule. We're hearing some things about Insomniac, but I'm not going to really run with that because we haven't seen anything official yet. Well, I'm talking about that shit too. What's going on over there? Jim Ryan left or got fired. Connie Booth got fired. Are we going to sit here and act like nothing's going on like these PlayStation guys? Oh, yeah. Thank you, J-Rock. Naughty Dog. I forgot about that. Naughty Dog game was canceled. Factions canceled. All of this shit is going on, and these guys want to talk about console sales. They want to act like nothing is happening. Are you serious? Redfall came out. They were saying Firefield Spencer. They were saying Firefield Spencer. Remember that? I know you guys remember it. Phil doesn't deserve this job. Redfall is unacceptable. Fire his ass. These coward-ass ponies don't want to do nothing but talk about console sales. They're still bringing up Redfall to this day. And they talk about when P. Hines got fired. And they talk about when Microsoft laid off some employees a couple months ago. They're not going to talk about how Xbox literally just added 10,000 plus employees to their payroll. They want to talk about, well, Microsoft laid off some LinkedIn people a month ago. Look at yourselves. Let me get these super chats. Chris Pick and Pack with the 5. Good evening, PD Weestraw. Listen. I know Dolomite, you piece of trash. Onyx with the 2. Dirt, what about that bootleg Reggie? Like, what the F, bro? The bootleg Reggie? Oh, you talking about the homie John Wolf? Are you talking about that one? It's all good. I like John Wolf, man. Like John Wolf the homie, you know. The angry therapist MD with the 10. Xbox gets ABK Gym in witness protection. Sony laying off almost all of their studios, backtracking from games as a service. But PS5 sold more hardware. No media, no ponies talking about it. I got something I'm going to talk about that hardware sales and seeing what it's really doing for PlayStation. Top notch with the 5. Someone brought home a milk dud and said, oh, that's the homie. Hashtag keep dirt in the bag. Come on, man. Man, we having fun talking about PlayStation. I'm not a milk dud, you piece of trash. Jonas the dad with the 2. Wonder how many devs Xbox studios are picking up. It's a good question. And, don't get me wrong. Yes, I know Xbox has laid off people before. That's how it works. That's business. It happens all of the time. But these ponies, instead of acknowledging that, instead of asking, damn, is there really cause for concern at PlayStation? They're deflecting to Xbox. Well, P. Hines got fired or he quit. No, we're not talking about P. Hines. We're talking about how Bungie just fired 100 plus people. We're talking about how they just delayed 2 of their games, an expansion for Destiny 2 and Marathon. We're talking about that. Well, Xbox is losing 9-1 in France. Bro, that's all y'all got. That's all y'all got. DJ Brodo Doss with the 5. Breaking. Since it gets darker much sooner now, the government decided to change the name of daylight savings time to Dirt Dark Saving this coming Sunday. I don't, you know what? I don't really understand why you would even super chat that. I am human. That shit is hurtful. Okay? Dwayne Calavito with the 5. Hey, Dut. I believe all these Sony issues with their developers is going to cause issues with any future acquisitions for Sony. Do you think so? Yeah. Well, you saw their acquisition today. What was it? iSize? I read that they have 12 employees or some shit. It's for cloud gaming. I guess they're going to benefit them, I guess. I don't know. Tanka with the 2 Australian. Love your work, Dut. Keep on TTS. And thank you, sir. I will. Call Weed with the 5. A guy in my mentions talking about Major Nelson leaving the Xbox. Are you serious? Let's just ignore the major expansion of Xbox studios and talent. Shaking my head. Absolutely. That's another person. Major Nelson retired. Okay, the guy retired. Hitting FG Blunts, member for 5 months. Dirt ain't a milk dud. Darkness is a raisinette. Don't call me no damn raisinette. Don't call me no damn raisinette. How dare you? Stay high, Triple F with the 5. Off topic. How about those Spider-Man 2 sales miscount, huh? Yeah, that was funny shit. You know, I still believe I still believe Spider-Man sold well. Spider-Man, bro. It's Spider-Man. The biggest superhero in the world. The forgotten one with the 20. No smoke over here, Dirt. You the homie, brother. TTS. I heard Modern Warfare 3 is running like crap on the PS5 and they're blaming Xbox. Is it true? I didn't hear that, bro. I didn't hear that at all. I gotta see what's up with that. If that's true, the first thing you're gonna see is Red Dragon and these crying ass ponies tag Lena Khan and the FTC. See, I told you they were gonna make it worse on PlayStation. Cowards. If that's true. Farewell 2525 OG Gaming, member for 3 months. Dirt ponies are slow. Now roll them credits. Roll what credits? Mugiwari with the 2 Canadian. Hey, Dirt, why your camera off? You know what? Just because of that, I'm cutting my camera off, you piece of trash. How about that? How about that? Blind Riot with the 10. Pete Parsons is an evil that makes Satan blush. Firing story team members that stood to earn the most when their shares vested is a new kind of filth. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible, man. Bone Slave to 5. What King said last time still stands true. We haven't seen Jim, no shows, not even in court. The whole situation is really bad. RIP Sony. King Dave is absolutely right. And I didn't think about that until he said it. He was like, yo, we ain't seen Jim Ryan in months. I said, damn, that's true. We ain't seen his ass. He wasn't even in court. What the? Hey, there, somebody said the screen got brighter when I cut my camera off. No, kiss my ass. Whoever said that, kiss my ass, okay? Kiss my ass. Whoever said the screen got brighter when I cut the camera off. Y'all ain't shit, man. I have feelings, you know. Chicken pick and pack with the 5. Sony would be okay. Just like Microsoft, Sony is doing some restructuring. When you do that, you have to cut costs in a lot of ways. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not saying they're dead. I'm just saying they're not perfect. They're not flawless. They're not flawless. Hey, man, y'all laughing a little bit too damn hard, ain't y'all? Yeah, y'all laughing y'all ass off, ain't you? Come on now. Yeah, keep on laughing, you pieces of trash. THX, thank you for becoming a member. Again, thanks for re-upping, bro. Bob Saget. What the hell? So anyway, so those are some valid questions, guys. And also, you know, we talked about thing with Insomniac. I haven't heard any more reports about the Insomniac stuff. So let me see. Where is it at? Insomniac. Where the hell is it at? Okay. So, like I said, I don't know how true this is. Let me share my screen. Insomniac reportedly facing layoffs along with other PlayStation devs. Various, see if I can see this. Various PlayStation studios have let go of developers recently, while other studios like CDPR also have impacted by this practice. Sony developers appear to be facing more issues than the rest. A prestigious team like Naughty Dog was hit with layoffs, with reports stating that The Last of Us multiplayer is canceled. Most recently, Bungie became the center of attention for the departure of nearly 100 devs. Following this heartbreaking news, it appears that Insomniac faced a few layoffs of its own. Why it matters, blah, blah, blah. Insomniac had layoffs. So I still don't know if this is real. I'm just bringing it up just because this is the topic. But I guess a guy named Jonathan Friedenberg said on LinkedIn that he and a few other people were laid off around 3 months ago. For 3 months ago. According to the former employee, he was laid off as part of a head count reduction at the studio. So I guess this one isn't a big deal. But when you like think about all of the other stuff that's going on at PlayStation, still kind of make you say, damn, what's going on? What's up, Classic Cage? How you doing? Good to see you. We just can't continue to ignore it, right? When 343 was having issues with Halo Infinite, where there was a lot of management being changed, there was some Xbox guys that said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That ain't nothing. That's a nothing burger. Obviously, it wasn't. Management was being changed for a reason. And it looks like they fixed it because Halo Infinite is absolutely killing it right now. It's killing it right now, right? So we can't keep on ignoring everything. We can't keep on just saying, everything is fine. And PlayStation guys, this is way too much evidence for you to just say, everything is good. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. It's a big nothing burger. You a damn lie. You a damn lie. See, I said this last night on Addict Show. When Sega was having issues, what's up, Web Dave? How you doing? When Sega was having issues, they couldn't fix it. They didn't have the capital to fix it. They didn't have the money. And they folded. They folded. PlayStation 3 had issues initially. They was able to recover and eventually outsell the Xbox 360 and consoles. Console sales mattered more back then, right? If the PS4 was a failure, PlayStation would I guarantee PlayStation would have been third party. If the Nintendo Switch was a failure, Nintendo probably would have been third party because the Wii U was a damn disaster for them. The difference with Microsoft and Xbox is Microsoft, obviously. They're fully behind Xbox, which is something they never was before. They're fully behind Xbox. That's something Sony doesn't have. If Sony folds, they're done. They're done. Don't call me the damn vampire in Brooklyn. Hey, J-Rod, man, stop laughing at this shit. You're encouraging their behavior, man. You're encouraging it. It's 20-0. Fucking call me vampire in Brooklyn. Man, come on, man. It's 20-10. Bungie did not make a new game since being bought by Sony. High revenue kept Sony studios afloat. Look what happened since ABK deal approved. Sony can't pay those studios. We should have. Hey, I thought Jim Ryan was just crying like a little bitch, but Jim Ryan was telling the truth. We can't recover. He said Call of Duty funds our first party games. Bruh, the more time goes, the more you start to realize Jim Ryan was telling the truth. And his lying ass, he was telling the truth this time. They're in trouble. That COD money ain't gonna be hidden like that. It's still gonna sell on PlayStation, of course. But now, bruh, if Xbox market that shit right, which I think they are because their marketing is better than ever now. When that shit going to Game Pass next year, woo! Trey Bone member for 5 months. Excuse me. COD hate is running rampant right now for those ponies. We know why. They thought they weren't buying LOL. Obviously, they did. Early access, only way to play now. Yep. They also say, I'm not buying this dog shit. Then they come out, they're going to buy it. They buy it. Xavier, thanks for becoming a member. Are you Xavier or Javier? Because the other Javier over there, he was like, no, I'm Javier, not Xavier. So let me know in the chat. J-Rock with the 2, your scalp is using ray tracing. Full RDNA 2. Come on, J-Rock. Not you, brother. Not you. Chris Pick and Pat, I'm a TTS vampire in Brooklyn. Come on, man. Sapo with the 5. Spider-Man couldn't save that man's job. What kind of hero is that? That's a valid question, Sapo. That's a damn good question. Dwayne Calavito with the 5. It is a big issue because with all these layoffs, it's not going to make people who are looking for a career in this field want to apply to these companies. I agree. We was talking about that last night. If you're a college student that wants to get into the gaming industry, you kind of paranoid. Like, hold on, man. All these layoffs, and this is not like a career that I can really depend on right now. So you're right about that. Aztec Warrior going dark with the 2. Yo, Dirt. Search Extra Medias Pony. How Xbox TTS right now. I will look up that. Damn, I'll look that up. Thank you, bro. Jonas the Dad. Thank you for becoming a member, fam. Appreciate you. We got Mitchy Pooh, member for 6 months. Wait a minute. Mitchy Pooh said, I ain't never found when I need it.
Somebody woke a sleeping giant.
Now just give us that $3.90.
Mitchy Pooh said, Sony woke a sleeping giant. Time for Microsoft to put a sleeping giant to sleep. Woo!
Somebody woke a sleeping giant.
Now just give us that $3.90.
Yeah, I love it, man. But yeah, so it is a cause for concern. Just I don't know why they acting like it's not, because it is. And you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. We get the super chat. Jonas the Dad with the 2. Maybe the Spider-Man Adidas money will help. Yeah, I saw they were really trying to push that, and that's fine. You know, that happens nowadays. Shout out to the 691 people in here. So I want to show you this. Am I done? These all super chats? Yeah. I want to show you guys this because I feel this is something that's sad from PlayStation fanboys. Get my timestamp correct? So, like I was saying, there's so many PlayStation fanboys that they refuse to acknowledge that PlayStation is having issues right now. They keep on talking about, you know, sales, console sales, and something that happened with Xbox in the past, or Microsoft is doing this. Let me show this. I put out a tweet today where I said, when Xbox was having rough years, I saw pro Xbox channels question Xbox and said Xbox needs to do better, or Xbox, where are the games? PlayStation is currently having a rough patch, and all I see from PlayStation fanboys is old articles about Microsoft layoffs, Redfall, and PlayStation 5 console sales. Now, I put this tweet out here for 2 reasons. One, I really feel this way, and this is how I felt. 2, to get responses for this show, because I know some ponies was going to respond, and I got my wish. Let's look at some of this shit, shall we? These the homies. Carl Weave, FaZe. These the homies. Jay Remember, the homies. Yeah, this dude, he's a pony, but he ain't the one I'm talking about. Chippy says, rough patch. Spider-Man broke records. Japan literally ran out of PS5s in stock. This is big cope. See, this guy is saying rough patch. Then he talks about sales, exactly like I said in my tweet. Do you guys see what I be saying about these guys? He's not acknowledging that PlayStation is having a rough patch. He's not acknowledging that PlayStation is having some type of internal issues right now. He thinks everything is fine because Spider-Man sold well and the PS5 is selling well. He said, I'm coping. I'm coping. Stupid. There was some more. So yeah, I got a lot of love, of course, but I'm going to show you guys some more. This guy said nobody called out Xbox to stop it. The excuses never ended. Bro, I remember one time Randall Thor did a video about Crackdown 3. Rand told me some people at Microsoft was pissed off at him. Some people at Microsoft was pissed off at him. Even my Xbox ass. There was some times I was like, Xbox, the quality. I remember when State of Decay 2 dropped, even though I love the game. When the scores dropped, that's like the scores dropped before I played the game, I was like, yo, we need to improve this quality, man. What is this shit? Even me called out Xbox, like, where are the games, y'all? But no. Look at this guy, Spud. Both Spider-Man and PS5 have broken records this year. How is this a rough patch? Not one acknowledged the layoffs. Not one. They keep on talking about sales. Sales. This guy said, because you're comparing a patch to rough years, which lasted like a decade and arguably hasn't yet stopped. He's saying Xbox is still in a bad patch, okay? There are stages that need to set in. The first stage being denial. Xbox fans learn humility. They didn't learn it overnight. Seems they forgot it overnight, though. Shut your stupid ass up. Isaac says, explain how there's a rough patch. Oh, shit. I'm doing all this and I ain't even showing this shit. I'm a piece of shit. My bad, y'all. I'm doing all this. They're even showing this shit. I'm sorry. And I wasn't looking at my screen. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I can delete that, but I can't. So like I was saying, this guy Spud, both Spider-Man and PS5 broken records. They keep on talking about sales. Isaac, explain how there's a rough patch, though. You're not noticing what's going on, Isaac? You're not paying attention to what's going on. You're just going to sit there and act like everything's great, right, Isaac? Lord Star Killer saying that's facts, Dirt. I got a lot of comments. Look at this. As for layoffs, look at this. As for layoffs, the latest bout of layoffs from Microsoft was 2 weeks ago. They laid off an additional 700 and are tracking 16,000 layoffs for the year. It will have cost Microsoft a third of an acquisition price to keep on. Oh, so you want to bring that up, right? But they literally just added 10,000 plus. And Microsoft is a much bigger company than Sony. So instead of addressing Sony, they're talking about Microsoft. Yeah, man. They're going through a rough patch. Since when? Denial, man. Denial. Like I said, I did get a lot of love in this, but these guys, listen. If outselling Microsoft 9-1 is considered a rough patch, I hate to see what a good patch is. There it is. Sales. Look at that Xbox roadmap. And these dudes talking about sales. Sales. So, I just wanted to show who the hell copied Black Lavender on Twitter. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. They would not acknowledge what is happening at PlayStation. All they can do is acknowledge sales. Difference is Microsoft rough patch was about 10 years. Well, at least he admitted PlayStation had a rough couple of months. At least he admitted it, Carlos Perez, a piece of trash. Some guys not look like this guy that's right underneath him. Highlanders, rough patch. By what standards? This guy bring up Cody's Wood. Bro, Cody's Wood literally misguided everyone about Redfall. All right, man. Oh, who is this? I got some people muted. Oh, this piece of shit. Yeah, that guy piece of shit. All right, man. So, sorry I wasn't sharing my screen at the beginning, but I just want to show you guys how they do this, and these guys act like nothing's happening or there's nothing wrong. Let me show this before I get these super chats. Like I said the homie Flint Dog sent me something of a good old JayTech. And let me share this right quick.
Because Pete Hines left, bro. And then didn't they just have a switch around last week where they put Matt Booty in charge of Bethesda because Pete Hines left? But nobody want to talk about Pete Hines left and Matt Booty taking over. And then I think I forgot what Matt Booty was doing. I think he was doing Sarah Bond's job, and now Sarah Bond's job took Matt Booty's job, and Matt Booty is taking over Bethesda. And it's like, bro, do you really think Sarah Bond could run Xbox better?
Right. I don't believe so. I don't think so.
Like, Xbox ain't going higher than it was during the 360 era, and that's what frustrates the Xbox community.
That's what frustrates the Xbox community. Xbox is not going higher than the 360. What is he talking about? Console sales? What is he talking about? Because they make money. They make way more money than the 360 do now. Their quarter 4 broke a record for Xbox. The Xbox brand. More revenue in quarter 4 than ever in Xbox.
Xbox is not getting any higher. They're gonna only go lower. And
they're gonna do you hear this shit? Xbox is only gonna go lower. Xbox is only gonna go lower. They're not going any higher. Sarah Bond cannot do the Xbox job. She cannot take them any higher. Do you hear this shit, y'all? To the 740 people, do you hear this?
It doesn't. Whoever's in charge, there's no way they can fix this problem.
What problem?
And you know what though? You know what? It's so funny.
What problem? What problem? What problem you talking about? What, PlayStation winning in console sales? Is that the problem he's talking about?
Like, I don't know if they're trying to fix anything per se, or if they're just putting on a show, right?
I think they're putting. Yeah, I think they're putting on a show. Like, hey,
who am this nigga? Who am he? Who am his ass?
Don't go nowhere. Everything's all right. Just keep investing in us, and then they gotta pull the rug.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they just put on a show for the masses, making us think that we're gonna, or making their fans think that they're gonna try to do some change. And in reality, they're just. It's a game. It's a game, bro. It's a game for them, like literally, until they pull the plug, like you said. Mm-hmm. So Sarah Bond ain't finna do shit. Like in the page.
He said they gonna pull the plug. Listen, if you just heard every story about PlayStation and what's happening with Xbox acquired ABK, Xbox acquired Bethesda, Xbox just added 10,000 plus employees. Sony just laid off a bunch of people. Who sounded they're about to pull the plug first, sir?
Check. I feel like she accepted it. Hey, okay, cool. You know, I know deep down.
It's also a diversity thing.
Oh yeah. The whole like quote unquote wokeness type.
Yeah, it's a diversity thing.
Yeah,
diversity thing, right? That's all it's about, right? Because it's a black woman. You know, I hate these niggas. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now, remember, this is the guy that said Dirt Griggity is getting a push. It was clearly not from hard work that my channel was growing because you've been on YouTube for 15 years. But it's because somebody's giving me a push. Yeah, Dirt Griggity's getting a push from somebody. You mentioned my name.
That type of thing too.
And that's cool. I mean, all power to her, you know, but
Yeah.
we know that like she's not if they really thought she was worthy of running Xbox, she would have ran Xbox before the Activision acquisition sealed up.
Do you hear
but
this?
Xbox doesn't exist anymore because their main focus.
Do you hear this piece of shit? Sarah Bond she started working at Microsoft in what, 2017? Diversity. Stephen A. Smith. Oh yeah, Dirt Griggity been pushed. See, like guys like J-Rock, he's been pushed. You know, yeah, he's just a Xbox fanboy, and yeah. Dirt Griggity, you know, I should only be the only black nigga with glasses on YouTube, but here comes Dirt Griggity, and I don't like it. I should be the only dark-skinned guy with glasses. You know, I'm so upset. I'm going to send some girl a DM instantly. I need to send some girl a little kielbasa pic immediately. Yeah, J-Rock is part of the Xbox Illuminati, him and Colton and all them guys. Do you see it? It's hard for me to really hate niggas I don't know. Oh, man. Look, bro. So, right, Jerry Mack, this is a black man saying this about a black woman because she's got hired at Xbox. Just imagine that. As a black man, to see a black woman in her position is absolutely amazing. I'm a man with 4 daughters. And they're all black, obviously. If there was a black executive at PlayStation, I would say congratulations to her. Congratulations to her. But because this is Xbox, this guy is hating or has a problem with a black woman acting like she didn't deserve it or she didn't work hard for it. This is why I'm saying these PlayStation guys are scumbags. Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to say mad, you know. Well, you know what I'm trying. Obviously, my kids are not white. Their mother is black also is what I was trying to say. But I know if you're mixed, you know, that you're black anyway. But you know what I'm saying. So how this guy, man, these dudes, this woman didn't deserve it. Is you saying this woman didn't deserve it because she's black? Hey, Jerry, the scumbags, dog. Do you see why I don't talk to none of them? Do you see why I don't communicate with none of them? And they damn sure ain't coming on my show. Chris Pick and Pack with the 2. You look like a well-fed plug one from De La Soul. I actually heard that before. People say I like to do from De La Soul. Well-fed. Top notch with the 5. Dirt Ponies was playing Soldier Boy Kiss Me through the phone in the background in spaces, hating on Xbox. F them ponies. Kiss me through the phone. That's funny. Micah Fresh with the 5. What's good, y'all? Black Bond, some mega ponies saying the Xbox games are broke and have no games. Still ridiculous. No darkness jokes for me today. Well, thank you, Micah. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Micah Fresh with the 2. LOL, they hit you with the black lavender again. Yeah, I see it. Infernal Dragon with the 5. Weird ponies think that 9-to-1 sales from a single store is somehow PlayStation's global sales. It's sad, man. And Red Dragon posted that in the midst of the Bungie news. So he intentionally ignored all of the negative Bungie stuff, just to post in one store in France, Xbox is being outsold 9-to-1. One store in France, one retailer. Okay, console sales it is. THX with the 2 in Japan. Spider-Man 2 sold 77,000, but Mario sold 638,000 in 24th. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, Mario and Nintendo is huge over there, man, in Japan. New York Giant Man with the 2. Can you play the Vaseline joint, Dirt? Preach. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Nigga, you never know you're gonna need some Vaseline, my nigga.
Chris Pick and Pack with the 10. Last thing. For the pony talking about Sony outselling Microsoft 9-1, that was one store reporting sales over in that particular store in Europe, of all places. Actually, it was France, just France. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Javier with the member for 15 months. J-Dub needs to stick to talking to girls and being a weirdo because that hairline is suffering from him thinking too hard. Gotta love these bums. That's J-Tech. J-Dub is a different guy. Game Shark with the 5. And if they promoted a white dude, they will call Xbox racist, misogynist. They're making up their own narrative. Hashtag I hate them. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Just because she's got promotion in Xbox. At Xbox. The Angry Therapist with the 5. Sarah was a key person at Xbox in Japan. The devs at ABK trusted Sarah. She's a gamer and she worked hard at Xbox. Absolutely, man. That woman deserves what she's gotten. I hate it, bro. I hate it, but let me show you. It's just these PlayStation fanboys. They're really having a hard time dealing with what's going on. These guys was doing the spaces earlier today. Oh, was this yesterday? Yes, this was yesterday, but still. They was doing the spaces. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says, it never ends when it comes to my hatred for Xbox. They had a spaces talking about their hatred for Xbox. I'm glad people realize where I'm coming from now. When a lot of other pro Xbox YouTubers that were newer than me, because I've been around for a while, they were trying to be cool with ponies, trying to be cordial with them. I'm glad they're finally starting to see where I was coming from. I know some people say, oh, Dirt, he's an echo chamber over there. They're a little bit too harsh. I'm glad y'all finally see. It was easy for ponies last generation. Now the Xbox is beast now, an absolute monster. Ponies are showing their true colors. It's easy to be nice when you're on top, right? When there's no pressure on you. Xbox didn't push PlayStation at all last generation. So the PlayStation fanboys, they did nothing. They laughed at us. Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2. Where are your games? No games. There's no games. So it's easy. But now the Xbox is doing some stuff. They're panicking and doing spaces like this. It never ends when it comes to my hatred for Xbox. Sad, man. Hey, yo, admit, you are echo chamber. Man, you're echo chamber, man. So? Okay, what's your point? What do you think they be hurting people feeling saying that? You're an echo chamber, man. Let me change the subject a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me do my timestamps. Damn, this pen, man. I say this every week. I'm gonna get a new pen, and I never do. All right, let me share my screen. Let me do this. 50, 25. Now they want to run with sales, guys. They love sales. That's their bread and butter. That's their go-to. Sales, sales, sales. Let me show y'all this. Dom says, a misconception I'm seeing in the light of layoffs is PlayStation making record profits. Sales are at record levels. Last annualized operating profit is the lowest since fiscal year 2019. Let me read that again. Sales are at record levels. Last annualized operating profit is the lowest since fiscal year 2019. Expenses are mounting. Margins are slim. There's a reason for PlayStation Plus and PS5 digital increases. And these dick faces still want to talk about sales. Sales don't mean shit if your expenses are way too much. How about all that dumbass useless hardware like PSVR 2, PlayStation Portal? How about if they cancel all of these games as a service? You know that if Last of Us Factions is canceled, they were developing that game for a few years. If they cancel that game, guess where that money goes? No damn where. How about the partnerships, Deviation Games? That game is looking like shit. KOTOR, that game looks like it's going to be canceled. All of this stuff, Bungie, they bought Bungie for $3.5 million to oversee games as a service that they're saying they might not do anymore. So what happens to Bungie? What happens to Haven? They bought Haven specifically for a games as a service. What happens to that? What happens to Torque and Hamburger? Firewalk game, Concord. That was supposed to be a games as a service also. And these guys want to sit here and still talk about console sales. Hitman, member for 1 month. I mean, Xbox makes $10 to $15 a year per PS5 console. Like, keep selling your PS5. Xbox making money. Yeah. Yeah. Don't Xbox provide something to them? Something? I know they will with the Call of Duty bundle. Jackson 82 to 5. Dirt, I've been looking for a PlayStation podcast to keep it real about that situation. Only one I seen do it is Jack Move, and Xbox. I was shocked. Jack Move is the only pony that really keeps it real. And when I say keep it real, he just automatically doesn't just love everything they do. He'll call them out. He will call them out at the drop of a hat, and don't give a damn how his subs feel. I respect that. Carl Weaver to 5. What qualifications does JayTech have to decide who's qualified to lead Xbox? Check out Mrs. Bond's credentials. They're impressive. I hate these clowns. Yep. Told you these guys are scum of the earth, man. Scum of the earth. So it goes back to console sales just doesn't mean as much as it used to, guys. We say this every week. And they continue to say Xbox is in trouble because PlayStation is beating them in console sales. Y'all saw what I just posted. They're selling a lot of consoles, but their expenses is starting to exceed all of that shit. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but if your expenses is more than what money you're bringing in, you're in bad shape, buddy. If you spend $100 on something and you get back 70, you lost $30. So you're going to be in bad shape. And I'm just saying, these guys, they deserve it, man. They deserve everything they got coming. Because they're all pieces of ass. They're pieces of shit. I mean, pieces of shit. Joe Dunmore with the 5. Bungie still in love with Xbox. They just with PlayStation for money while still giving games to Xbox. Man. Yeah, you know what? I heard a rumor. I remember Tim Dog told us a rumor that Bungie was talking with Microsoft Tim Dog told us this maybe a year before they went with Sony. He said Phil Spencer felt they wanted too much. I think they wanted too much power and too much money. And looking at what's happening with Sony, they went over there and said, yeah, 3.5 billion and all our games stay multi-plat. Phil Spencer was right. He said, you know what? Y'all go ahead. Nah, no thank you. Yeah, but that was a real, man, Tim Dog told us that like a year before Sony bought him. A year before Sony bought him. All right. All right. So let's move to some positive Xbox news, y'all. Let me get my timestamp ready. All right. Let me pull it up what I'm looking for. Let's have a good old time with this one, y'all. Where is it at? All righty. Shout out to the homie J-Rock for always putting these great clips on Twitter or X.
Advantage. Running a good deal faster than the PS5 in tech.
Volume is kind of low.
Series X
so
has
I'll
a
shut
notable. Series X has a notable and unexpected performance advantage. Running a good deal faster than the PS5 in taxing scenarios, making it the.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on. 57. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm sorry.
Series X has a notable and unexpected performance advantage, running a good deal faster than the PS5 in taxing scenarios, making it the console of choice.
Notice why J-Rock be having shit at the end of it. So, yes, the tools, y'all. The tools. The tools. The tools have arrived. Yes, is it for you? No, okay, let's be real. There's been plenty of games that Xbox ran better than in the past, but not every game. It's obviously up to the developer and what the developer do with the games. So, that's the thing that I want to talk about for a second, because the Xbox Series X version in performance mode runs about maybe 10 to 11 frames better than the PS5. So if you guys remember at the start of this current generation, it was rough. Because remember, every multi-plat was running better on the PS5. And those ponies had a damn field day. They had a field day. Like, this is supposed to be the world's most powerful console. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. And I told this story before. Me and Sean, was during COVID, obviously, right? So we was talking on Xbox Live Party. We was all quarantined, and me and Sean was like, damn it, man. It was when the consoles first came out. I really remember Dirt 5 running way better on the PS5. And I remember me and Sean was talking on the Xbox Live Party like, yo, man, damn it. Why they still got the effing advantage? And me and Sean was like, we was both pissed off. He was like, Dut. Sean be knowing shit, man. Sean was like, Dut. It's going to take a couple years, bro. I was like, fuck, I don't want to hear that, man. We got the more powerful console and we still losing. These comparison videos, this is bullshit. He was like, Dut. I know, Dut. I was like, damn, man. Then we started to see here and there Xbox will win a comparison video, but then a PlayStation will win one. Then you might see Xbox will win 3 in a row, then PlayStation will win one. Then I said, you know what? If you think about what happened, because we heard that the PS5 was supposed to come out in 2019. Then we heard that a lot of developers had the PS5 dev kits like a year before Xbox, because Xbox was waiting for RDNA 2 or whatever they were waiting for. So now we're starting to see, 3 years into this generation, we're starting to see some next gen only games show what's going on. people haven't tapped into the full potential of the Xbox Series X. Even the S in quality mode, 30 FPS runs better than the PS5. So now I'm starting to notice they ain't talking about comparison videos no more, are they? They're not talking about analysis videos. They're not talking about Digital Foundry. Why is that? How come they ain't talking about comparison? Now, when the PS5 Pro come out, they're going to be talking shit again. But you know what? Phil Spencer said they're not doing the mid-gen refresh. Now, maybe they are, but he just couldn't say nothing because he would not admit it. But what if they don't? I'm 100% fine with that because they have not tapped the full power of the Xbox Series X. They just haven't. So the tools, I remember when Dealer Gaming, RDX, they was talking about the tools. Ponies made fun of them. Oh, these guys, some frauds. They don't know shit. Ain't no tools coming, blah, blah, blah. Then we started to see signs like a Plague Tale Requiem. Xbox destroyed PlayStation 5 in that game. Then we started talking shit, but then I think like the next game, PlayStation might have had a small advantage. So it's like that's another narrative that's dead from these ponies. Another one. Hitman with the 2 PlayStation going to sell off Bungie. Watch. Bro, that should probably be next year, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, that should probably be next year. Plague's Tale, I believe Hitman 3 ran a little bit better on the Xbox Series X. So we started to see some things because the PlayStation is the market leader. Obviously, there's more PlayStations in the wild. So, of course, they're going to probably develop on that console first and then, you know, port it to Xbox because Xbox takes longer. Now, remember the guy from Ninja Theory, not Ninja Theory, Remedy, one of the developers was like, yeah, the Xbox Series S, they need more. Did he say memory or RAM? One of those things he said they needed more of. And it was more work, but they optimized the shit out of it. Yes, they complained about it, but that game was well optimized for the X and the S. It was RAM. Thank you, Tony Brown. So I believe you're going to hear less rumblings, less shit talking about the Xbox Series S the further this generation goes, maybe. But I think, it's just more work for the developers. And since it was more work, they're not happy. But at the end of the day, they did a great job optimizing that game for the Xbox Series S. Yeah, Gun Griffin, thank you. Yes, yeah, like Lord of the Fallen, after day one update, runs better on X. So now we're starting to see those tools. Now, it did take longer than we wanted. It did. It did take longer than we wanted. But, I'm happy for it. I'm happy about it. Yep. So, yeah, J-Rock, So it's like the S and the X are great consoles. I'm going to be real, man. The PS4 was a pretty good console. I'm going to be honest. The PS1, loved it. Great console. PS2, loved it. Great console. The PS3, dog shit. The PS3 was dog shit to me. The PS4, great console. The PS5, 3 years into it, dog shit. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Like I told you guys, the PS2 was my shit. When I heard about a Microsoft console, I wasn't interested until I played it. Then when I bought my own, that's when I became a bot. PS3 was, illegal dad, PS3 was whack. I am sorry. That console was dog shit. The best thing about the PS3 was The Last of Us, Uncharted 2, and Heavy Rain. Those are my favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. And God of War 3. Those are my favorite games on the PS3. And that was it. That was a dog shit console, bro. The media, the things you can do with media was pretty decent. PS2 was a hell of a console. So ponies have one less narrative. They can't use none of that shit they used last generation. Only sales. And if PlayStation numbers come out next week, and if that shit is looking spooky, if Xbox outmoneys PlayStation, which I believe is going to happen because of ABK, I don't know if it happened next week, but whenever their next quarterly earnings report is, if Xbox outmoney them, which is definitely possible, like I mentioned, because of ABK, we're going to kill that console sales shit. If y'all selling all these consoles, how come y'all ain't making more money? PlayStation is literally doing nothing but console shit. They're trying to start the cloud thing late. They're trying to do the games as a service late. Like Carl Williams said, if you want to play a PlayStation game, you have to have a PS5. Unless you want to wait for 2 years for the PC version. Xbox is doing so many different things. Gotham, man, get your ass. You're praying for your corporate. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Hey, Gotham, you know where you at? Huh?
The devil is not welcome here. You got to call.
Get your punk ass out of here, punk. This ain't the place for you. Rainbow says Sony still making car payments on Bungie. But are you saying they had to finance Bungie, man? So Imported Fox, that's my point. He said Sony think it's 1991 out here. It is 2023. That's why PlayStation is having issues right now. This is another topic. Let me change that. That's why PlayStation is having issues right now. Because they think it's 2006. Damn it, this pen. It's not, bro. Xbox got their hand in mobile. We saw last week how they already have 45 million pre-registrations for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, bro. Already 45 million pre-registrations. That's a mobile game. Xbox has their hands in mobile. Xbox has their hands in PC. Xbox has their hands in cloud. Xbox has big time games on other platforms like Call of Duty, Minecraft. PlayStation has nothing but PS5. How is that going to work in today's time? Guess what? It's not going to work. Amit Kumar, thank you. They just launched a brand new mobile game, Warcraft Rumble. James, Candy Crush makes $1 billion a year, bro. They have their hand in everything. They have a strong subscription service in Xbox Gamepass, making over $300 million a month minimum. Because I do think they're about 30 million subscribers. But they're not going to say it yet. Because here they say it was at 25 million, in January of 2022? Trust me, they're about at 30 million now at minimum. That's 300 million monthly coming in just from that service. PlayStation doesn't have nothing but PlayStation 5 and Spider-Man 2. Now they're about to sign all of these third-party deals, more partnerships. I don't know if you guys saw that. They're not going to have any more acquisitions. Well, they had one today, but like I said, it's a small team, like of 12 or something, a small company. So it was like PlayStation, they're saying they're not going to acquire any more gaming studios pretty much. They're just going to do this third-party route, the same thing they did with Square Enix. They're going to have partnerships. Oh, well, Mr. Eldrick, member for 11 months. When do we think the media bias will stop and Xbox gets a fair shot? When Xbox have more consoles out there in the wild. Casuals chose the PS5. So they're going to cater to the PS5. Casuals chose the PS4, so they cater to the PS4. Casuals chose the 360. They cater to the 360 side. That's why I got to be real. I remember they were more 360 friendly during the Xbox 360 PS3 generation. Because casuals chose the 360. But casuals have chose the PS5 early this generation. Maybe that can change, but as of right now, they chose the PS5. So media bias is going to continue. Raiden Blade with the £5. I have said this before. None of the Series tech was used. I said the Series S was always going to be better than the PS5. What people fail to notice, the cheaper, the better. Cheaper, better. Yeah, man, I got an S upstairs. I love it. I love it. So what time is it? Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get in the yeah, Chio Walker. I know that new acquisition was for their streaming or whatever, their videos. I know it wasn't for games, pretty much. Maybe for cloud games, but it is what it is, bro. They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do a damn thing. Then this Xbox, they wasn't ready for this Xbox. I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't think PlayStation is about to die. Not right now. I do feel they still have a mind share. Do you guys remember? Let me do my analogy. You guys remember the Monday Night Wars, right? I know some people here just as old as me. If you're not as old as me, you better be in your 30s. You guys remember the Monday Night War, right? WWF versus WCW. Remember WCW, they were just beating the shit out of WWF for a while. For like 2 years straight. They was just killing them. Then WWE started to get their shit together, and they got The Rock and Stone Cold, and they really started to blow up and take off. Then they started beating the shit out of WCW. Do you guys remember WCW was trash, but they was hanging on because they still had that core of people, of fans still watching them. So even though WWE was winning now, they still had a lot of people loving Goldberg and NWO. But eventually, those people left. What I'm trying to say is, if Sony is not going to put out more content, listen, I know Sony makes good single player games, but I think things are going to change. I think the scope of their games are going to change. I believe not just Sony, the industry in general. These single player 200-hour games like Assassin's Creed, you saw Assassin's Creed Mirage, they scaled it back because these games are too expensive. Sony makes good single player games. If they're going to not do the games as a service, their games are going to be a smaller scale, meaning you're hearing about a God of War DLC. Why isn't it a full sequel? Why isn't it a full sequel? Because they don't want to really spend all that money like that no more, man. So my WCW analogy, people just stayed because they were used to it. Casuals are buying the PS5 because that's what everybody's doing. Eventually, people went to the WWE because they turned the channel and said, shit, this product is way better than that other shit I was on. It's way better. Stone Cold, The Rock, and Mankind, and Triple H shit is way better than them old fucks on WCW, Hulk Hogan, and all them old ass dudes. Once people turn the channel and go to and notice Xbox and say, damn, this Xbox Gamepass got all these Call of Duty games in here. The new Call of Duty. I can buy this Xbox Series S for my kids. I can get the damn. That's crazy. So once that happened, and I believe if PlayStation keep on hurting themselves, letting people go, not sure what the future is going to go, not sure what's going to happen, this can happen. See, these ponies think PlayStation is flawless. They think this PlayStation is flawless, but they ain't. Mike with the 5 Canadian, for years we've been told Game Pass isn't sustainable and the Xbox business model was trash. Now, look at Sony scrambling to copy Xbox. These ponies are stupid. They still say it ain't sustainable. Even Phil Spencer on the oath said it was doing well. They still say it ain't sustainable. They said Phil Spencer is a liar. Smoothie movie with the 2. Never had Xbox but like it content. We not all bad. Well, that's good to know. Y'all ain't all bad, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Falabi with the 279 Canadian. Field is going to be at BlizzCon. Will you watch it? Yeah, I'll definitely turn to it. I like game shows, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not into Blizzard games like that, I'll definitely check it out because it's first party now, right? It's first party now. New York Giant Man with the 2 Dirt. Did you see the 20 super chat on the true cost of PS5? I don't remember seeing that, brother. Was it earlier? I don't remember seeing that. I don't know what happened. You know, because I'm putting everything up that's popping up here, so I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, so what I was saying, I'm not. I don't know what happened, New York Giant Man. I'm not sure what happened, bro. So, like I was saying, so with WCW, man, they started to just hurt themselves, and the people eventually left. It was a habit for them to stay, but then they say, you know what? I don't like this product as much as I used to. Let me give this other product a try, and they loved it. Just like another example, guys, remember in 2004, NBA 2K, NFL 2K5. I said NBA, I mean NFL 2K, 2K5, Madden. People wouldn't even look at 2K. People wouldn't look at it because Madden was the king. People wouldn't even look at look at 2K until 2K made them look at it. It dropped a month before Madden, and they put that shit down to $20. It shook EA so bad they bought the license, the NFL license, and we never had a 2K NFL game since. That was in 2004. It's going on 20 years now. You know, so that's all I want to say, man. These PlayStation fanboys think PlayStation can't fail. These guys think everything is going to be great. Me as a Sega kid, Sega Genesis was the world to me. The Sega Genesis was the best thing walking to me. Well, not walking. The best thing ever to me. Oh, okay. You sent the 20 to the DM? Thank you. Let me see. Thank you, Tio Walker. I appreciate it because I didn't see it on here. Oh, damn. I just must have missed it. Oh, yeah. I read that. That was from Adidas 20. I read that one. Actually, that was the first one I read. I read that one. New York Giant Man said, I'm assuming he said that he sent one. I remember reading one of his too, but so yeah, the Sega Genesis was amazing to me, but they messed up with the Sega Saturn, right? I always say the Sega Saturn. Then the Dreamcast was amazing, but eventually the PlayStation 2 killed it. Why I'm saying that is because the Sega was my favorite brand, and I didn't think they'll be gone. Of course, they're not gone, but they don't make hardware anymore. So these ponies just automatically think that PlayStation can't be gone. They're not perfect, man. They're not perfect. Xbox is almost gone. Shit. To be honest with you, Hitman with the 5. I think Game Pass saves the industry just because Xbox can allow dev time to make and polish games. 100% right. Hitman. I was saying this a while back, bro. Because they have so much content, so many games in development, they're not going to drop 8 first-party AAA games a year. That's too much, right? Because you don't want to compete with third party. They said 1 game a quarter. So that means they have so much time for these other studios to take their time with their games because they want quality. They want quality. So you're 100% right, man. Smoothie movie with the 2. Play the "This is the last time" meme you made. Oh, that's I don't have it on here. It's on. I'm sorry, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, bro. I ain't got time to go there because I don't know. Did I get a copyright for that? No, I don't think I did because I think it's under 10 seconds. Hitman with the 5. I think it's time for Xbox to go crazy and green like 10 of those AA games that would be coming like if we were gaming in the 2000s, all different games. That's what you like, man. I love they have different games, different types of games. Not every game is a third person behind your back, heavy narrative game. Those games are good. Don't get me wrong. Those games are good. But sometimes you want to play a little multiplayer, you know? The Angry Therapist with the 5. They shadow dropped the Saturn, which messed them up. The Saturn was the fighter box. Angry Therapist. I wholeheartedly remember going to a store called Electronic Boutique here in 1994 or 5, whatever year it was. And they had the Sega Saturn. I was like, yo, it's out? They was like, yeah, they shadow dropped it for $400. Back then, $400 was too much. It's like, what? Man, that's a lot. I was going to get a Saturn until something about that PS1. The shadow drop was not good. It pissed a lot of people off. It pissed off retailers. It pissed off developers. Then something about that PlayStation 1 just grabbed me, man. I said, shit. I love Sega, but I don't know about the Saturn. I'm going to get that PS1. And I made the right decision, of course. The PS1 was great. Igor with the €5. Developers tend to prioritize the most sold console, PS5, for their games. Even so, all real next-gen games are running better on the Series X. Yes, that's true. You're 100% right. Hey, yo, Gaming While Hot, Electronic Boutique and Babbage's. Actually, it was Babbage's I went into, not Electronic Boutique. Babbage's. That was, yep, in the malls, man. Range G4 of the 2. Question, what made you leave the group Onyx? I used to love Onyx, Range G4. Stop playing. I used to love Onyx, bro. Onyx. I used to love Onyx, dog. I thought they was underrated as a group, honestly. Smoothie movie with the 2. Good work, Dirt. I'm a pony, but I rocks with you. Oh, shit, you a pony? Nah, don't snipe him, y'all. He cool. He cool people. Thank you, Smoothie movie. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Funkoland. Yep. Funkoland was the name of GameStop before it became GameStop. Hey, see, some of y'all guys are comparable in age to me, you pieces of trash. Sticky Fingers, underrated rapper, bro. All right, I'm about to get out of here, man. You guys are awesome. One more thing I want to show before I get out of here. Let me pull this up. Onyx. I used to love Onyx, bro. I used to freaking love Onyx. That's funny, Rain G4 said that. All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, I wanted to bring something up. I wanted to bring this up. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. According to Active Player Rio, whatever that is, Halo Infinite in the last 30 days has had an average of just over 900,000 active players. This is its highest ever, even beating launch. This is active players, meaning players that actively play within a set period, not launch the game, then close. Active players. Halo Infinite Season 5 has sparked interest back into the game. Listen, y'all, the game is freaking fire. I don't know if you play Halo. The game is amazing. Pierre Hintz, I still don't know how to pronounce his last name. Either Hintz or Heinz. The dude, he's the dude that saved Master Chief Collection. This dude is doing great stuff for Halo Infinite. And people can say what they want to say about Halo Infinite. The game is fire. The game always has been fire. If you want to complain about content, fine. But now they're dropping regular content. Forest mode looks incredible. Forest mode, they're making some great shit out there. So many different maps, so many different game modes. The proof is in the pudding. 900,000 active players over the last 30 days. They said this is the most ever for Halo Infinite, even bigger than launch. You guys don't think PlayStation wants this? This is what Jim Ryan wanted. Jim Ryan wanted some games like this. A game that came out 2 years ago that all of a sudden get rejuvenated. A big boost because you dropped a new season. They want that. That's healthy. So people can talk shit what they want about Xbox. They don't sell consoles as much as PlayStation. Name me one PlayStation game that dropped 2 years ago and people go back to, and it's over 900,000 people in 30 days. You can't. Even Grounded dropping this huge update. They're going to have a Forest mode. This is what PlayStation Jim Ryan wanted. Sea of Thieves still killing it. Tell you, bro. Halo to man. If they're I believe they are. They're working on a new campaign. Hey, Jigga said, hey, y'all stupid, said Jigga J said, hey, they got foam stars. Don't I said baby steps gonna change it. Jerry Mack with the fire. Dirt earlier you said Jim Ryan didn't lie about Call of Duty and PlayStation. Matt Booty, hashtag XWO world is fully operational. Didn't lie either. Are you right? Because he said they're going to spin their ass out of business, right? Matt Booty, a beast. He was like, you're going to spin their ass out of business. I love it. Baby steps. So you said baby steps going to drop next year? And in 2026, they're going to come back with like a season 2? That's funny. Jim Ryan said I lied a little bit. Y'all funny, bro. Oh, man. Shout out to you guys. We got close to 800. I don't think we hit 8, but we got close. Thank you so much, man. I had so much fun doing this. And would not be possible without you guys. TTS tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Stop by, say what's up. But that's it, y'all. I love you guys. And man, thanks for not too many jokes today, man. Thank you. But I did hear the one that said, when I turned on my camera, the screen got lighter. That was some bullshit. That shit was hurtful. That was very hurtful. Rain G4 with the fire. The problem with Killzone, it never had a protagonist that would push the franchise. Also, Sony focuses on making a Halo killer. The only thing about Killzone that was good was them damn graphics. Them graphics was beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, them games weren't that good. I just think Guerrilla can make really beautiful games. I just don't like their games. I finished Killzone 2, and I think I finished Killzone 3. I did not finish Killzone 4. What was the name of it? Killzone, the launch game for PS4. I can't think of the name. I ain't finished that shit. It was a beautiful game, though. Just like Horizon. Beautiful games. I just do not like them. All right, so I am out of here. What was the name of that game? Killzone Shadowfall. Yeah, I ain't like that shit. Oh, I forgot about Reek and Elite. I forgot about the BR they support that. What studio was making it? Beautiful. I did say that. Beautiful. I did say beautiful. I actually heard myself say that shit. Killzone Shadow shit. That's right. Shadowfall. The Dirt. Yeah, they might. I don't know. Zion ain't playing. And what's name ain't playing? What's the tall skinny guy name? I can't think his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Ingram might not play either. So Certain Affinity, thank you, Mark. See, you guys got all the answers I need, man. I'll be forgetting shit. So thank you. I'm out of here, man. I am about to go get ready to watch my Pistons. They should have won last night. The pieces of trash lost when they was up by 18 points. So sports. Sony is in the kill zone right now. I love that. I love you guys, man. Funny shit. Maybe peace out, man. Peace out. I'm out of here, baby. Damn outro hat, man. There we go. Oh shit. My bad, yo. I don't know what I did. Okay. Anywhere you say,